Okay, so in this short video, I'm just going to show you how to cut down the length of the putter shaft. So in this instance, I've already removed the golf grip, which you can see on one of my other videos on YouTube. So the tools that you need, masking tape, a marker pen or a sharpie, a pipe cutter, this is what you cut the steel shafted putter grip with, or sorry, the putter shaft with, and a simple tape measure. So the first task, which I said I've done already, you can see my other YouTube videos, is remove the golf grip and clean the shaft. Now this putter is 34 inches and I need to take an inch off it. So first thing I'm going to do, just a little trick, I'm just going to wrap some masking tape around the top, and because I'm going to trim this by an inch, I'm putting the masking tape, probably like 2 or 3 inches on this shaft. I don't need to measure it at this point. I'm just literally wrapping some masking tape around it, and I'm just going to twist it at the end. Okay, now I said I need to take an inch off this, so literally all I'm going to do is get my Sharpie ready. I'm going to measure out, literally, if you can see in here, I'm just going to put the measuring tape right at the end of this golf shaft, and then I'm literally just going to mark on here, make sure it's right at the end. I'm literally going to mark on the tape 1 inch. So you can see I've marked it on 1 inch, and I'll do that in multiple locations, which you'll see in a minute why. So make sure the tape's at the end, and I'm just going to mark 1 inch with this Sharpie at multiple locations. Okay, so that is almost the hardest bit done. So you can see now, if you can see in here, I've got multiple dots at 1 inch. Now this is just a standard pipe cutter you can pick up from any DIY shop. You have to just obviously twist it to make it fit the golf shaft, so I have to loosen it. And then I'm going to put the blade cutter, if you can see in there, at one of the markings that I've made on the tape. So simplistically, align the cutter up with one of the markings and then tighten this up. Let's make sure we find the right spot. There we go. And then tighten it up. Not like too tight so it's crushing it, just tight enough where it won't move, and then you literally just turn it in circles. And that starts cutting the shaft, and it will also start removing some of this tape, which is fine. Give it a couple of turns, turn it again. And then all you have to do is just keep tightening it and turning it. So all I'm doing is just tighten this up ever so slightly and just keep turning it, tighten it slightly and then turn it, and you'll start hearing it cracking. Can you hear it? There we go. And that should just cut off that inch end of the grip. Now that can be thrown away, it's no use, and then all I would do is just use some light sandpaper to take the edges off. Like I said, sometimes if you use a bit of this tape to mark it out, if you've not got it tight enough, the pipe clipper at the beginning, you can find that it just slides up and down too much, so just need to make sure you tighten the pipe clipper enough. Or some people would rather just not use this tape and just literally mark straight onto the shaft at the inch where they cut it. It's all down to preference. Okay, so that is how you cut down a putter grip by 1 inch in this case. It's the exact same technique if you're cutting it down by 3 inches or you're cutting it down by ½ an inch or 1/4 of an inch. And then if you want to see what I do next, which is obviously putting on a new golf grip, then that's in a separate video that I have on YouTube. So thanks for watching. I hope that helped you understand how to cut down a putter shaft.